New details on potentially canceled Mortal Kombat 1 content emerge. 6 fatalities. So, I seen this news and I thought it was very interesting, especially considering how I did my video the other day in regards to Warner Brothers and them talking about how they were going to stop kind of focusing on other game franchises and everything like that, and then just try to put their focus on Hogwarts Legacy, Mortal Kombat 1, and then the Batman series. So the fact that they're canceling, the potential DLC works that would be coming out with Mortal Kombat 1, I feel like it's pretty interesting and it's very telling on what they plan on doing because if they're trying to focus more on, this being one of those games that they're trying to put more of their energy into, I'm really interested as to what's going to happen with them in that regard. So, per usual, we'll go ahead and give my thoughts as we go along and then we'll go from there. So, given recent events, you might have thought that Mortal Kombat 1 was doing pretty well. It had just released its Chaos Reign DLC expansion, the iconic horror movie character Ghostface just arrived in the game, and many were eagerly awaiting the arrival of Conan the Barbarian and the T-1000 Terminator. However, as we reported yesterday, the game is apparently not doing very well. A post on Reddit claimed that the potential Year 3 content, which would feature another set of new characters and another expansion story, had been cancelled. Today, the same leaker has given more details on what would have been in that content. Yes, Fate Unknown was back on Reddit, and in a new post, he outlined certain key details about what would have happened if the content wasn't cancelled, while also retaining why the content was cancelled in the first place. First, Chaos Reign sales were not the only reason. There were multiple reasons the team was pushed to move on, but the sales were just the big reason. The NetherRealm Studios team really wanted to do the DLC and are not happy about it, but they have no choice. That's a curious statement to hear, and it will make many wonder what the other reasons were. One possible one, based on recent rumors and statements, is that NetherRealm is working on a third entry in the DLC comic fighting game, which could have taken precedent once it was clear that Mortal Kombat 1 wasn't doing as well in sales as the team hoped. Going back to Year 3 content, Fate Unknown did have details on the characters that would have been put into it. The final combat pack was meant to be 6 characters, 5 MK, and 1 guest. Less guests due to a lot of reasons, but mostly as a thank you to the MK fans for sticking with the game. The MK characters were Jade, Cassie, Kung Jin, Sonya, and Kano. I do not know the guests, but I was told that they wanted to do a highly requested character. So, from what I was reading on one of the other articles, and it will kind of state right here, it was believed that that character that they were also going to have was going to be Ash Williams. So, I've from the Evil Dead, and I think that would have been really cool. But at the same time, I kind of had stopped playing Mortal Kombat 1 a while ago. I had purchased it, but I just never really went back to it after that. Many believe that the highly requested guest character is none other than Ash Williams, there you go, who was supposed to be in the fighting game series previously, but Warner Brothers put a stop to it due to the rights issues with the character. It needs to be said that NetherRealm Studio hasn't commented on the potential cancellation of the third combat pack. However, it also hasn't denied that things have taken a darker turn. Time will tell whether it's truly the end. And again, I don't think it's going to be the end of it because of the fact that they mentioned before that they're trying to put most of their efforts into it. But I am curious if they are going to decide to maybe stop with like the DLC and then just maybe continue on with the sequel game and then kind of figure out where they're going to go in that regard. Because at the end of the day, it is one of those things where they did advertise this game as like a reboot for the franchise. But if for anyone that doesn't know, I've mentioned this before as well, that Mortal Kombat 1 isn't a reboot. Even though that they advertised that it was, it's not. It's a continuation on from the last story, and it's one of those situations where they're kind of going the direction of the multiverse kind of a thing, where there's going to be different versions of different characters. There's going to be some characters that are going to be kind of mixed with each other. So it'll be like Sub-Zero and like Shao Kahn. So it'll be like Subcon kind of a thing where it's a weird direction that they decided to go in with it. And if you don't kind of understand what I'm getting with that, the best thing I could recommend is just check out like the cutscenes on YouTube or something like that, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. They went a weird route with it, and in a direction that personally I wasn't too happy with. And from the sounds of it, I don't think a lot of other people were too happy with it as well, because of the fact that they're doing that with like Marvel right now. and they've kind of done that a little bit with like DC. I feel like the fact that they did that with this game probably turned a lot of fans off, new and old. So who knows as far as the direction they're going to take in that regard, but hopefully they do decide to switch things up and kind of take Mortal Kombat into a better direction. Just because as far as the storyline goes, I think it's kind of fallen off quite a bit. So those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. For anyone that did play Mortal Kombat 1, what are your guys' thoughts on it? Do you feel like it is unfortunate that they did decide to cancel this DLC, or do you think it was the right move from Warner Brothers? So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys have been watching this long, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And yeah, until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.